So a quick video on this Bosch Classic 7 tumble dryer. We had some water that started leaking out the bottom of it. I think it's because the condenser was full. So I've already done the clear out of this condenser, but I've just done a quick video to show others, particularly my mother, how she could maybe tackle hers and hopefully it resolves the issue. So before you start, I would recommend getting a towel, a cloth, or many of some kitchen roll, because when you start to move this around, there will be some water that comes out of it. So a towel laid on the floor, just around here. You can move the tumble dryer, they're quite light. You can bring it towards you, just so that it's resting over that towel for the water to collect. So first and foremost, I'd open the door, lift out the fluff filter. This should be clean. If it's not, then that's not going to help with any of the air circulation of it. So that should be clean. So move that to one side. And now the interesting part is to get the condenser out. So to do that, this flap here, you just need to push down on it, pushing down that way. So you push that down, this plastic cover opens up. This here is sort of a cover just in front of the condenser. I think it actually circulates the air elsewhere into the tumble dryer, and it's got these blue clips. So you just need to loosen this one by moving it into the up position, this one here into the down position, and then it's got this handle that you can just pull it out. So our one had a lot of fluff inside here, so this is all being cleaned out, washed through. That's really as kind of good as we want to get that one. Do the opposite side of it as well, the underneath, that's all been cleared through, and obviously these seals as well. Make sure you do those nicely. So put that to one side, see if you're going to clean it. And then what we actually have in here is the condenser. You can see here I've still got some fluff. Check and see if it's wet at all. And this is the condenser. It's got a little handle on it. Pull that towards you. And this is actually the part that was blocked in mine. It had an awful lot of fluff in there. And there was more inside the tumble dryer as well. I probably can't get in there, but right at the back as well. So all I've done is I've put my hand in there just to kind of clean it out a little bit. I've been very careful. I've not got involved with any of these parts on this side. I've just made sure that this area here is clean. And also, while you're doing that part, we had an awful lot of build up inside this section here when we'd removed the fluff filter. So you can get yourself your Hoover in there, or a duster, tea towel, whatever. And this silver, I think that might be some kind of sensor. So I just went very, very carefully around that part just to make sure that it didn't break or snap. So just be very, very careful on that bit. So back onto the condenser. So this is the unit here. I read on a forum, it said on there you should be able to see daylight through it. Yeah, through each of these splines, through that way, and also through this way as well. So I've washed this in a sink. So I just put it in the sink here and, just set the tap so that it was going down onto each of those splines. I've turned it up the other way. I did actually get a cable tie, a really, really long cable tie in there as well, and use that to get out a lot of the fluff. Obviously try not to let too much of it go down into the sink. But really you need to make sure that whatever you use, you get this nice and clean so that you can see through. I did actually use a knife. In the Bosch manual it says not to, and as you can see there, one of those metal there is lifted, and I didn't do that with a knife, but that's obviously where it's got hot over the years, etc. But yeah, there, you could get a knife in there, so be very, very careful. Okay, I'd use the cable tie and just keep washing it through, washing it through. Let it drip dry. Make sure the outside's nice and dry as well. And then it's just really a case of once you've cleared that all through, probably take about 20 minutes or so, that you just slot it back in. It's exactly the same way back in as it came out. So obviously you slot the condenser back in, handle at the bottom. And my missus came in, she said to me, that doesn't look straight, that looks off. And she's absolutely right. So, but when you put the cover in, again, you push that in and you just put these locating blue pins in like that. That is actually off as well, and it's by design, because you can see there's a bigger gap in there in the plastic than what there is there. Close the front flap, just again, in case of pushing it home. Go clip. Put the fluff filter back in, and I mean, our door was very, very dirty as well. So all of this had fluff on it, had a lot of dirt inside there, and a lot of it underneath. And actually, we used the pink stuff, which is just there. So just run around that, just a little bit of water to run it back off. Don't want anything too aggressive on it, and that's it. So good luck. I hope it works out for you, and hopefully it resolves the issue of the water coming out of it. So I'll post back in a few days once we've tested. Thanks for watching.